Hello and welcome back, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're going to play some more of our campaign as Korea. Everyone's deciding that maybe, possibly, they shouldn't be in a coalition against us. If the Ottomans are going to, lose. Oh wow, it's raining really hard right now. That's cool. We still have, I think, 2 loans? 1 loan. And we're making 171 out of 431. So 39% net income. We still have a very small goods produced malice, but we're almost out of the thick of it. And I think the game plan now is to pull an army off to go fight these guys. Canton has 65 supply and then a nice little itty bitty tiny province directly adjacent to it with 40 more. I like having armies that are safe and close to each other. It's nice. Arumba, about to die in a hurricane. No. Did I see right that Langzhang is your ally? No, Langzhang is a tributary under Ayutthaya. So we're fabricating on Langzhang so that we can potentially reset the truce or double tap Ayutthaya. But we have a couple claims on Ayutthaya and I think it's time to go attack him. We do have Meng Nai as a vassal. And he has some stuff. Bengal is currently fighting against Meng Mao? So this is happening. Ayutthaya versus Bengal Timurids. It's fine. We still need to tributary Mali. And between episodes, we tributaried Brunei. That seems fine. Moravi, would you accept becoming a tributary? If we had a thing next to you, yes. I did improve with him already. I think he's big enough that we would tributary him. Let's find a colonist. I care less about this province than I care about having an adjacent province to this guy pre-established so that we can make him into tributary whenever possible. Okay, even though we got rid of tributaries, we are now gaining more mandate from tributaries because the total tributary dev went up, but hopefully the risk of those bad events firing is now much, much less. Coolsies. Bum 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 bum. Supply is not great here. Lose corruption, okay. Lose 60,000 manpower. Okay. So hey, Ayutthaya, give us some play, I think. Alaka is their vassal. Ooh, stealing his vassal could be good. Possibly. Maybe not. No, I think we're doing Diplo Integration Policy Group, whatever. Diplo Integration Policy Group. That's what my brain just, like, calculated was the right words to say influence ideas. What the hell is wrong with me today? Anyway, No. I think that we're gonna just, conquest him. We'll spend admin points to core, and then save Diplo points for influence ideas, military points for generals. I do want to roll, I think, 1 more general right now. Who shall lead? It was the right words. Yeah, words are super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Jan Schneider. Ugh. I can't remember the last time we had a general had a 0 in one of their pip spots. Wow. That's pretty bad, dude. We'll declare for our subjects claim. I'm okay with feeding him a little bit. He was already at war, so his army's gonna be moving around a little bit. Let's march on the 2 forts that we can actually reach, and then we'll go from there. Our navy is probably still hunting enemy fleets, which may or may not be a mistake. I think we just want to blockade his capital region. He's in Tech 17 to our Tech 18. We've got, 80% professionalism. We're amazing. He sucks. You know how it goes. Lose harmonization progress or don't. Okay. Remind me, Jimmy, after this war's over, that we need to Lower autonomy. I keep forgetting to do that while we're at peace. Looks like our Navy's doing a good job. We should dispatch a second army, it looks like. And this one is sort of weirdly shaped. Let's add some more troops to make it another full stack. And I think I might do the same thing with this one, honestly, as well. We are on track now to be over the force limit by 16. Gross. But we'll gain force limit very soon when we take this next idea, so it'll probably be okay. Okay-ish. Ish. You know what I'm saying? It'll be okay-ish. Tributary Malawi. Once again, you can't do tributaries while you're at war, so we're not allowed to do tributaries right this moment. And we're not doing great on these battles. Fortunately, it's a claymore, so the battles don't really matter. Burghers are nearly happy again. Clergy, not so much. How is saving the Jews going? We failed. The Jews died, sadly. It's not our fault. Not our fault. We didn't do it. Nessie just died. Looks like we need a replacement for Nessie. Who shall lead? I shall go with Mr. Night Whisper. 666. You've got a 666 in your name. Ugh. 10 pips? Dude. Subpar? Wow. Where's Cleaner Bear hanging out? Let's have Mr. Night Whisper. You do the rebel suppression dealy. These guys need to retreat again. Yeah, I thought he's got a pretty good army. I'll give him that. I mean, it's not small, so he's not letting us just ignore him and go after his stuff. But it's not going to stop us from steamrolling him with numbers. The actual war goal was what again? Chiang Rai? Chiang Rai. It's this one. Let's go siege that. This other army is actually shattering back further. Did we pay off that last loan yet? Take 1766. Arumba, do not lie, it is your fault. The Jews never recovered from all those CK2 games where I treated them poorly. You mean like taking all their money and then banishing them? I would never do that. That's outrageous. I can't imagine a single person that would consider doing something like that. Let's knock out secondary participant like Ava. The secondary participant, he's the only one. These guys, these two half stacks can rally to the war goal for now. See how this army, it's a bit large. We're suffering a lot of attrition, especially with all the tropical penalties and the supply limit being not great, but 16 artillery against level 5 fort is ideal. And that's basically why we're using this composition. And we've got more infantry in the composition by about 50 to 60% over the artillery count, so that if they take damage in a battle, they're still functionally safe for at least one more battle. Basic logic that I use there. We could break off some of these infantry in order to carpet siege adjacent provinces, assuming that it looks safe. As long as they're nearby to their primary stack, that's totally fine. Is Diplo power or prestige? Okay, prestige it is. Charter colonies has just expired. Time for a new debate. This is a great opportunity to get the clergy loyal again. The burghers are nearly loyal anyway. The clergy got super bad though, so yeah, let's make them happy. We will ignore corruption. Autonomy is a great click right now. Ignore corruption. Autonomy. Autonomy. Prestige. Corruption. Military points are okay. Military points are okay. Admin points are fine too. Couple more clicks. I'd rather not do money because we just don't have any cash. We haven't... granted army commissions. Wrong! 1444. Jesus. You never stack... I never stack professionalism or army tradition. At least I try not to. Probably should have done the scapegoat. Killed the army reformer. Yeah, I should have done that. Seriously, 1444. We must start over. Temporarily, a land force limit guy would actually be pretty good, considering that we are going to be overbuilt until we take the next Diplo idea. Are we already overbuilt? Yeah. 11 ducats a month. I mean, it's not like it really matters, but... Let's just go with the land maintenance modifier guy for now, instead. What is that emote? That little lost thing? What's that mean? These troops are suffering attrition, that's sort of dumb. It's like they don't want me to do this. That's a 60 stack coming at our 16 stack. We're not reinforced very well. We'll probably need to retreat from this fight after both armies have arrived, depending on how the battle is going. Mac Hyper, 5-3. Doing what he can. Not winning well at all. Yeah, that's okay. Just retreat. I don't care. We're knocking out secondary participant right now. We'll swap in a new stack instead. Grab Mr. Mac Hyper, delete it. Bum, bum, bum. Let the Timbers do the fighting? I mean, I could. This guy, I think we don't really care about. We'll just take war reps. Maybe break alliances. Kong. Yeah, that's fine. Go away. We're just basically trying to clear him out of the war. RNG. Okay, once the burgers are happy, your income's gonna go way up. We need to path through something we have control of in order to get unblack flagged with this army. Wait, how did we get unblack flagged here? Or was that army just not black flagged? It must have pathed through a subject, I guess. Is war reps better than straight cash? Yes, usually. Almost always. Unless you plan on going to war with them again right away. In which case, you might want to instead not take it. Because then you're just paying extra war score for something that you don't actually need. Nice job, Bengal. There should be a pancake emote. There is. We got it added. It took a little longer than I was hoping, but we do have one now. 101,000 Bengalan and Timuridian armies. Alright, let's shuffle these two into a half stack. Let's take this army onto the war goal. We've been blockading his capital this whole time. We're just basically waiting now for enough ticking war score and for occupation war score that he will give us all of his clay. Well, I guess let's do that. We got here first. It's kind of nice. The attrition is horrendous. I hate the attrition in this region. 34,000 manpower to attrition. Say goodbye, just goodbye to all army drill in every army. And isn't our truce already up soon with Ashikaga? Yeah, later this year. In that case, this army can casually position itself adjacent to him. No particular reason. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine, Japan. Why don't I mothball some of my forts? Because of army tradition. We still don't have enough forts. We want more forts. Not to mothball forts. We have like nothing We have no ideas, aside from aristocratic, that actually make our army tradition any better. And it only makes the army tradition any better with just this right here, noble officers. That's it. And yet, because of our forts, we're at 73 army tradition. If we didn't have our forts, our army would suck. We need more. In fact, since we paid off the last loan, I think I'm going to upgrade forts a little bit. The zone of control has been dealt with. We're good on zone of control. For prosperity purposes. Maybe we should build one here. I'll get one right there. Actually, right here covers this, and this. That's fine. A little bit of extra fort layering can't really hurt us very much. But then, yeah, we're going to upgrade some of the other ones. Not all of them, because we do have quite a few. Let's get a few built. Try to get that army tradition a little bit higher. Arumba, upload a new pancake video to YouTube, you filthy human. Soonish. Here's our extra land force limit. Unjustified demands, -50. And we have new policies to consider. Another 100% vassal force limit contribution and national unrest -1 for military points. It's probably better, I think, for us right now than the manpower. We're not really utilizing our manpower. The only reason we're down to 100k is because I trained up 2 more like combat stacks recently. Let's turn this one off for now and see where we end up at. If we feel like we're running low on manpower, we'll swap it back. Production efficiency staying on for sure. Advisor costs -10. Doesn't really help us because we're, well, it kind of does. It would push that, it would cut the cost of our advisors in half, but they're already super cheap. But it would allow us to promote cheaper. Decisions. I actually want this guy. The aggressive expansion impact is pretty minor. I'll just run it. It's fine. I'll also run annexation right now. I'm just going to turn that on because I want to discount the cost to upgrade this guy to level 5. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we also lost a lot of troops due to the attrition and everything we're suffering over here. We have so much like power now that I'd really like to get some good size actual vassals or marches so that they could win the wars for me and not require me to do anything. That would be great. Yeah, we gotta get him promoted to level 5. Hey, we've got his capital. Let's carpet siege. Spread these out a little bit more as well. Got another fort over here. It's got a flagship in there. National tax modifier +10. That is not ship durability, game. So we could take tech 10 years early. We're about to take a bunch of land. We need a core. This is pointless. We don't need, I mean, there's no innovativeness gain. Gives access to the Grand Temple, which we don't care about. Is there more 5th Martian coming? I'm confused. The entire campaign is scheduled as far as I remember. I guess I'm gonna take a break here and go check. I feel like I already scheduled it all, but maybe I didn't. All right, I'll be back in the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you soon.